Right, let's ignore you.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Oh,
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
right. Okay. You inspect the crime scene. I'm just going to go over here and not be the captain. So, yeah. Go ahead. Ooh. Day-night cycle. I'd forgot about that sort of thing. Ooh, wrong button. That one's sprint. Da 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 da. Shotgun to the... No, 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 no. Don't do that. Come on. Okay, not as smooth as the first attempt. There's one body. Where's the other body? There. Oh, you had nothing anyway. Where's this body? Huh. Skill points available again? Sure, I just did this. Da, 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 da. Perhaps it didn't. No. Perhaps it didn't stick. Apply. Apply. Changes will be lost. I'm here. That's what we had to do. Up we go. It wants us over there. What are you? Where do you have thought they would have been harvestable? That's the ship. Guessing that's the town. That didn't sound encouraging. What do we have here? Well, that's some kind of fort. I'd kill for some binoculars. Right. So we go through here. What are you? Loads of bits and pieces. Oh, I'm happy with that. go the sneaky way up. Okay, I think might have come up with a design flaw with my plan. But that's okay. Right. Oh, they're cute. Pretty too. So what are you? Anyone here? Space's Choice. Edgewater's Salto and O'Connery. Messages. Dear reader, your subscription to Inhumans Association newsletter has expired. We'd like to invite you to renew the law. Okay. Edgewater Cemetery is a property of the Space Choice Company, and Space Choice family care for its own from the cradle to the grave. Right. Ooh. Inventory. Password. So we got a burial invoice for Theodore Granger. Industrial accident. Humans. Teddy's corpse was missing a head. Deducted 5 bits from grave fee because I'm a kindly fellow. Still. Hacking and picking locks. I've already picked a lock. Ooh, that was probably bad. Go round. You can. Again, stealing. Steal, bypass, shunt. Would they report it stolen? Okay. Before I decide if I'm going to be morally dubious or not, let's find out here. Okay, that's a lot to take in. You're not a door. Probably the worst thing to do is start investigating the back alleys. It's probably where you're going to get mugged. Hello, gents.
Something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that. Hey.
We don't get a lot of visitors.
Oh, with conversation as sparkling as that, I can understand why. So there's the team leader. What are you? Life in the Veiled got you down. Come drink your misery away. Oh, this reminds me of some pubs that I've actually been in. Worker. Worker looking for named people. That's how this game works. Worker. Worker. Worker.
Read the latest report.
Only the part that
Resident.
said we ain't making our quotas.
If
Resident.
only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another 0G.
I don't know you. Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
No.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
What's this about the deserters?
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Just felt like chatting.
Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business. Will there be anything else? Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Coming right up.
So this is our merchant skill. Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used in negotiations. So this is pretty gonna be average. So let's see. So this is the cantina. Drink, drink, and drink. And you guys won't talk to me because you're not named. Let's not try and ruffle everyone's feathers by going in. Hello. You're named?
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
So why was you there? We may have to have further words with you later. So that's where they want me to go.
You some sort of freelancer?
You could say that. Though, I'm not going in there. Town leader. Can we close the door? Thank you. Terminal access. Edgewater, Sultana canning facilities strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards and health and safety. Okay, moving on. So this button is my objective.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
That is a good thing.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
You might have the wrong idea. That might be an entire can of worms I don't want to open right now.
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Let's skip. Oh, I've got a ship that needs power regulate.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Visitor pass.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Ooh. But let's go.
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Aha.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Right, so 2 factions.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Tempting.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Huh.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Right, so what are we gonna do?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I find it funny seeing Reed there. For personal reasons.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
We have a companion. These are characters who join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions can also provide combat support. Their skills enhance yours. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities. Oh, hologram. Neat. Guessing locked. Alright, come on. Get in here. In-ish. You are now. You're mine. Mine, I tell you.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Let's talk when you're free. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
There's some workers going to work. Right, so we have companion. Do we have... Oh, what are you? One-handed melee. Right. there you are. Companion ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companion. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear to change equipment. Okay. So she's got a big claw hammer and that's body armor. Own skill tree. And behavior. Distance far, weapon ranged, mode, defensive. Yeah. So that's how I'm going to be playing it. Right. Before I move on, I need to just take a brief break. And then we'll go and see the vicar and see what this other team is, group are. So, bear with me.